Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. What the fuck was that?
There was somebody singing with you.
Was that a chipmunk? What was that, a chipmunk?
Yeah, man.
Scratch that for future episodes. Guys, welcome to the show. We're going to have so much fun. By the way, I sweated through a shirt that I was wearing earlier, so sometimes I bring extra shirts. This is the wrong size, but God, do I look svelte? It's the wrong size.
Well, I think.
Do I look good? Can I pull this off?
I think you did it on purpose.
All right. Hey, today, summer preview. Summer preview of all the shiznit that's coming out. I don't know much about a lot of things, but I don't know much about what's coming out. I know that there's the new Superman coming out, but I want to get the scoop on everything. My good buddy and producer Christian is going to bring up things, and I want to say with the upcoming movies, I'm going to say yay or boo.
Okay.
That's the theme of today's show. That's it. That's what we're doing.
So the summer movie season.
Talk to me.
So the way it usually works is summer officially doesn't really start until like June or something.
Okay.
But the summer movie season.
That's what we're here about.
Starts in May, and before COVID it was starting in April with Fast and Furious and stuff. But right now it usually starts in May. So we'll go through the.
Man,
you got some.
Can I tell you that I don't give one shit about those Fast and the Furious movies? All I hear is Vin Diesel always going, "We're family." Yeah. That's Sylvester Stallone. I can't really do a Vin
not
Diesel.
too far out. But have you seen? Have you ever seen any of them?
Here and there, I just can't get
Fast
into
and Furious 5 was pretty good. But all right, on April 4th,
I don't give a shit about cars too much. That's part
I don't
of it.
really either. But I'm telling you,
Tokyo Drift. I don't.
No. I'm telling you, the fifth one is like an action movie. Anyway, April 4th is not summer yet, but there are some movies that are some bigger ones, like the Minecraft movie. Who knows if that's going to be any good or not?
Really quick.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
What?
I never thought I had. Not high hopes, but I saw a little bit of a trailer for that Electric State. Did you see this?
I heard it's garbage.
Wow. I never thought, and I didn't get through it yet.
The Russos.
They did that?
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing. Anytime, from Terminator to Matrix, anytime you get the AI versus the humans, it's usually pretty cool. It's usually something I can get behind. Boo!
Do you know how much that movie cost to make?
But the thing is this. How about like the first, I'm watching the first 10 minutes. How about that? 10 minutes. I'm watching it with my whole family. And all of a sudden, it goes from the robots and how they made the robots, and the robots are part of this. And next thing you know, you got a robot on CNN arguing with a guy from CNN about we need our rights. What? Wait, come again? And then they make it like so. It's so corny where it's like they got and today they just fast forward. They don't show how they came to an uprising, and they just didn't like to be doing the chores anymore. It's like your fucking vacuum saying, no, I don't want. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What is happening?
It has.
And Mr. Peanut. They got Mr. Peanut. This robot thing, Mr. Peanuts. Who? Mr. Peanut? What is happening?
Well,
why do we give a shit about this?
No one does, because it did really bad in ratings. The movie cost almost $320 million to make, which is crazy.
Is this based on a good book? How is the book?
No. Was it a graphic novel? I don't know. But either way, it didn't do very well. But
man,
that movie's on Netflix. You want to hear about some of this other shit that's coming out?
Yeah, man. Right. I'm still getting over what I didn't even see the whole. I remember watching like the first 10 minutes going, and you don't hear me say this often about geeky shit. I'm like, this is just stupid. I don't care about Mr. Peanut making a speech. What am I looking at?
I don't think
anyway, go ahead, boo.
Right. You got a movie called The Amateur coming out that's supposed to be pretty good. This is April. This doesn't really count for our summer movie preview.
All right, this is just getting me the palate wet.
Sinners is something I'm looking forward to on April 18th. That's that vampire movie. Ryan Coogler, who directed Black Panther and the Creed movies. He's directing that with Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld. It's a vampire movie. Looks pretty solid.
Is it the sequel to Blackula?
No.
I'm just still, you set me up for that.
Do
you remember Blackula?
Yeah, I remember Blackula, of course.
All right.
April
They got to
25th.
do a remake of that.
They probably have. The Accountant. Did you see the first one?
I have, and I'm looking for, I want to see it
that's right.
again. I'm looking forward to seeing the sequel. I want to know, because you know what? It was very interesting where he was like autistic, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah. Well, you know who's in this one, right? John Bernthal, Punisher, is with him. They work together because it's his brother from the first movie, but it's like they work together, and then Gavin O'Connor directing that one.
Who directed the first one?
Gavin O'Connor.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gavin O'Connor.
Warrior.
Warrior was all right.
I love Warrior.
You loved it.
Loved it.
It was emotional. You know,
It's a good movie, man. I understand.
my buddy Brian Callen's in there.
Yeah. So anyway, that movie. That's
All right.
That's the last of the movies before the summer season kicks off.
Let's
Now,
get
here we
to
go.
it.
Now you're gonna be very excited because May 2nd is Thunderbolts.
May 2nd.
That's it.
And the next day
Starts
is
it
my
off.
wife. That's you know what? My next day is my wife's title fight,
Oh wow.
May 3rd.
Okay.
So that's going to be a
You're
fun.
gonna have a good weekend.
Yeah. Man, I am looking forward to the Thunderbolts. I believe that is Marvel's Suicide Squad. That's where they're going with that. And I'm really, I want to make sure that I want to hope they got that theme back where they got the old feels back of the earlier Marvel movies. You know,
Hope so. They need it.
they need it, man.
You never saw Captain America, did you? The new one.
No, but I heard mixed things.
Yeah, I'm curious what you think. Of
I
it.
definitely want to see it.
Yeah.
And my oldest one, she was just saying she wants to see that too. She's a big Captain America fan. But it's, I'm a Steve Rogers guy. I love Anthony Mackie as Falcon, so I want to see how. I want to see. Listen, he's definitely a leading guy. I like him.
All right, well,
so let's see how he
So
does.
May
does that.
2nd, the first follow up is that they need this. They're big Marvel's first big summer movie, and that's Thunderbolts on May 2nd.
I am very much looking. That's one of the most anticipated movies for me.
Okay, nothing really too big the following week, but on May 16th, are you a Final Destination guy?
Absolutely not.
Okay, well there's a new one that comes out on May 16th, so you don't care about that.
No.
Yeah, and so that's the week after. That's I don't think you're going to be interested in that movie. So the following week, for the families, you got Lilo and Stitch is a live action Lilo and Stitch.
A live action.
Yeah.
Interesting. You see any trailers on that yet?
Yeah, it looks like a good family movie.
All right. I want to see that.
You Mission Impossible guy?
I could take him or leave him, but I could.
The last one. The last one is on May 23rd.
And I'm getting a flashback to something I was going to say about. I told you we were just talking earlier about Firefly. We were talking about that the other day, and I told you how much I'm liking that.
Yeah.
There's another series that I was into, and I keep going back to it, but then it gets a little too talky, and I get out of it. But then I go back to it. The Expanse. Did you ever see that?
Oh, I hear it's great. Thomas Jane, right?
Man, there's some of it that's really some great scenes. But then they got that lady with the voice that talks like this. She's cool. I like her. But it gets very, the Mars and the fucking people. It gets a little chatty sometimes.
Okay.
And I can deal with, listen, if it's Doom, people thought Doom was, they could talk all day long. I love it all. But The Expanse, again, that's something you could definitely check out.
Mission Impossible, no.
Mission Impossible, I'll say yay.
Okay.
I will go check
Mission
that out.
Impossible, you are going to see that one. Okay.
Yeah, I'll see
so
that.
far in May, you got a Thunderbolts that you will be seeing.
Yes.
So the two movies Matt Serra is seeing thus far, Thunderbolts and Mission Impossible. Lilo and Stitch, maybe the kids.
You know what? They used to love that when they were younger, so
you
they
might go
probably
see it.
want to see that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see that.
What about Karate Kid Legends? You got Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan
I heard the last season wasn't bad.
of Cobra Kai.
That's what I heard.
I loved it. It was great.
Did you love all the seasons?
No. But
Okay,
I loved,
good.
But I loved the end, and I liked the way they But I know your issue with Cobra Kai. It's still over the top.
Yeah, they listen. Once they let that cat out of the bag, I mean, once they let that loose, they can't really go back.
No,
it started off so great, but I will watch some of it again when I get time.
But this movie is not. This is Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio kind of joining up together to train a new kid. And I think it's more in the tone of the original movie than it is.
How do they get together? There's no cameos from Johnny or nobody.
I don't believe so, because I don't think it has anything to do with Cobra Kai. It's more about the Karate Kid movies.
Well, I mean, that has.
Because the Karate Kid remake that they did with Will Smith's kid.
I try to forget it.
Did you see it?
Nah, I saw bits and pieces, and they did kung fu in it, so it's just stupid.
I'm a big Karate Kid guy, and I thought that movie was going to be terrible.
You liked it?
For what it wasn't terrible. Man. It wasn't terrible, but they're going to...
Wait, didn't you like The War of Roham?
I did like The War of Roham. I think
that girl boss, horrible shits that fucking fest.
So you like that movie, huh?
I hated that movie.
All right, so that's May. So are you gonna see Karate Kid or probably not?
I'm on the fence.
You're on the fence. So
I'm on the fence.
Mission Impossible, then Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, man.
And the Thundermans. The Thunderbolts.
The Thundermans I'm gonna see.
Thunderbolts. All right, so those are your May movies. So now you're gonna jump into June. You ready for June?
June 2nd, turning 51.
Are you?
Yeah, man.
How about that?
Ain't that crazy? Yo, man, I got some. Remember I told you my shoulder's hurting? I don't even know if I told you that. Dude, I got arthritis in my right shoulder.
Yeah, you told me.
That sucks, man.
Sucks. I know, we're getting old.
I told you, it's like that old Louis C.K. bit. When you go to a doctor and you're younger, you get it fixed, and now you go now, and it's like, that's just your shoulder now.
That's right.
Well, that's what I'm doing now.
You know who doesn't have arthritis?
Who?
John Wick, because he's back for Ballerina.
Well, he's coming back. He's dead.
But not in this one. This is a prequel. This is in between 3 and 4. Him and Anna de Armas are in Ballerina, and that comes out June 6th, and it's going to be another John Wick story. It comes out June 6th.
Man, you can't. He'll never die.
Doesn't seem like it.
Well, good, because I like him.
Are you going to see that one?
I will see that.
Okay. You don't know?
Maybe not.
No?
The John Wick movies, I don't like them as much as other people. I like them.
You might wait to see it streaming.
I might wait.
Okay.
I might wait for that.
Following week, something else you want to take the kids to if you wanted to. How to Train Your Dragons doing a live action movie.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, live action.
Live action is interesting. What I thought it was going to be another animated thing.
Live
All
action.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
They have a movie from A24, a smaller movie with Dakota Johnson and the Mandalorian himself, Pedro Pascal. It's a movie called The Materialist. I don't know enough about it.
What's it about?
I don't know.
Where's the premise?
I'll tell you right now.
I want to know the premise.
I'll tell you the premise. The premise of The Materialist
man.
is...
What is it?
It is no details on the summary.
Wow.
No details. Okay, so nothing. So we know nothing.
All right.
All
the Materialist. It's the Materialist.
Materialist. That's Matt Serra's most anticipated.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
All right, next one. This is
sex.
Are you 28 years
Sorry,
later
I just saw sex somewhere. What was that? What fucking Tourette's. What is sex? Let's
check that out. Sex.
Let's check out
from
Sex.
Strand. It is with Dag Jonhan Hurad directing it.
I want to hear about sex.
Summary. 2 chimney sweeps living in monogamous heterosexual marriages will end up in situations that challenge their views on sexuality in general. Seems right up your alley.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got.
All right. Next.
I'm passing on sex.
28 years later is June 20th. Were you 28 years later? 28 weeks later, guy? 28.
Yo, these are the most creepiest, frightening. There's scenes in it that are the most disturbing, especially the second one.
Yeah.
The second one was disturbing on many levels, but very well done. Very well done. When I saw the preview of this, when they're listening to like the radio announcement, and it was if they're gonna make a trilogy.
Are they doing 3? I think I know.
This is the third one.
Oh, they're gonna do one more after this too.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, in this series, this is what you want from the third film.
So you excited for that?
Oh, I'll see that.
So Ballerina.
Oh, that's gonna be
Ballerina streaming.
I'm already getting disturbed.
All right, Ballerina streaming. How to Train Your Dragon is maybe with the kids.
Yeah, we can see that. Oh, live action. We'll go see that.
Yep. 28 years later is a yes.
Yes.
F1.
F-U. What? What is that? F1.
F1 is the director, Joe Kosinski, the director of Top Gun Maverick, doing a race car movie with Brad Pitt.
Boo.
Come on, why boo?
What, Days of Thunder 2? Unless it's Talladega Nights 2, I don't want anything with a car.
Really?
My wife likes the racing. Maybe she'll like that.
Did you ever see the Ford versus Ferrari?
You asked me about that.
Great movie.
I have a feeling I'm not going to give a shit.
It's a good movie.
Why do you think I'm going to like that?
I don't like race car. I don't like the race car.
Well, listen, it is true though. I don't like sports, but yet shit. I'll watch Varsity Blues. I've been listening to Run from Collective Soul.
Okay.
If you guys never heard Run from Collective Soul, it's a feel-good song. All right, go ahead.
F1. So no F1 for you. Unless
No.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
Did you see the first Megan, the creepy doll movie?
Oh yeah. Okay, my wife and kids will get excited about this.
That's coming out in June 27th.
They like that.
So would you want? Is that a theater or streaming?
That's probably. Listen, I'm not into the horror unless the kids want to go, because my wife and 2 out of my 3 kids are ghouls.
So no, all right. So for June, then you've got the only one you're really How to Train Your Dragon. You're going to go see, and 28 Years Later. That's all you're doing in June.
I think that's my movie experiences, unless it's something streaming.
July is where it's going to get nice. You're gonna go see a bunch.
Nerdgasm.
Yeah. So Jurassic, are you a Jurassic Park guy?
Nah, I could watch dinosaurs though.
But Jurassic World Rebirth, that's with Scarlett Johansson. She's going to be in this.
You
one.
never know. If I feel like going to the theater, we might go see that.
July 11th is a no-brainer. This is you can only choose one of these movies to go see.
How exciting! What do we got?
You got the Thunderbolts or Superman? Superman's July 11th. Which one are you picking?
If I had to pick one, I think I'm going to have to go with the new Superman, because I'm so... Yeah, because I have a feeling Thunderbolts is going to be a solid movie. I think it's going to be good, and I'm looking forward to it. But I think the Superman is going to... There's so much writing on this.
Yep.
And even though we're hearing mixed things, I feel he's going to hit it out of the park.
There's been way more positive things recently than the mixed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I have faith that, that James Gunn's going to do well with this.
All right, so Superman comes out July 11th. That one,
I love the
their
trailer.
opening night, right?
I don't know about that.
No?
That might be fucking crazy.
Do you ever do opening night?
I might. You never know. If anything, I might do like the Thursday before or something.
In IMAX?
Oh, I would love to see it in IMAX.
Yes, IMAX.
Yeah, I think I got to see that in IMAX. We're going to make that an event for the Serra family.
All right. Well, July 18th, another horror movie. I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's coming back to do another one.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. is coming back. So that's good.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a buddy of mine.
I like him.
Yeah, he's a good dude. You guys really get along. Have you met him?
No.
Oh, you guys will get along.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
The Smurfs movie. That's another Smurfs movie.
Is that
I don't
about?
know. It's another Smurfs movie.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, and then the other one, July 25th, you got Fantastic Four.
Okay. Now, I like the way the thing's looking.
Me too.
I do. I think it's going to look...
It looked a little animated to me, but I like the overall look of it.
I want to see how... Listen, I'm very interested in that. It looks good. I know the Silver Surfer's a chick, but whatever.
Multiverse.
It is the multiverse, isn't it?
Yeah. I think they're both...
They can do anything with this multiverse.
I think you're going to have 2 Silver Surfers, so.
Oh!
I think they're going to have the dude and the chick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so
July, I'm looking forward to
July's
that.
your month.
I am.
July's your
July
month.
is a solid month for
Jurassic
movies.
World, if you're feeling up for it, you're going to go see it. July 11th, you're in the theater for Superman, you're in the theater for Fantastic Four, right?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Dude, what do you think? This show is basically... By the way, I like the new logo we're messing around with.
I know. Me too. I don't know.
You like the little notes I put in there with that?
did.
You know why? Because sometimes when you get a girl flying, I'm not even big with them flying around like that.
Well, I sent them the notes.
Thank you.
I don't know if they're going to have it for this episode.
We keep people in suspense.
Yeah.
New logo coming soon.
If you saw a new logo, that's the logo you saw. If not, then it's the same fucking logo.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
What else we got?
All right, August 1st. This is the end of.
Did I tell you I'm going to Talio's after this?
I'm jealous. This is the end of summer right here.
Yeah,
so
shit, man.
You got The Bad Guys 2, which is another animated one. This is one for
that's for
that's for the
when
kids.
it comes on Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, that's for the kids. Naked Gun is doing a remake.
But you told me this with Liam
Neeson.
Now I say it wrong.
Yeah.
Neeson.
That's my favorite.
That's who we're doing it with.
Yeah.
Who used to do it?
Leslie Nielsen.
And who's doing it now?
Liam Neeson.
Say that 10 times fast. I think if anybody could do it,
it's him.
Yeah. I think that it's actually perfect for him.
Do you know why I think he can do it? Do you ever see the Lego movies?
No, but I'll tell you why I think why he was in that.
He did one of the voices of the cop, and his timing in that is really, really good. And that movie he did with Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, no,
Ted 2.
Oh, was he in Ted 2 also?
Ted 2, when he's asking about if he could take the tricks home.
Oh,
and they're only for kids.
Yeah, he's got the timing.
He's got that dry delivery, and he can say it seriously. Yeah. I think that's going to be great.
I hope it is. I really hope it is, because I want them to do like 20 of them. Freakier Friday, they're doing a remake, a sequel with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis.
They're coming back?
Yeah, they're both coming back.
What?
Yeah, they're both coming back.
So what? So she's going to wake up as she's our grandmother now?
They're
Or
doing.
what the
I
hell's
think
that
like
about?
the kids reply. I don't know. It's clearly not for us. Weapons. I don't know what Weapons is. The Warner.
What
Bros.
is
movie.
Weapons?
I don't know. But Nobody 2. Did you see the first Nobody with Bob Odenkirk?
Oh,
Yeah, they're doing.
I love
They're
that.
doing a second one. That comes out.
Hey, I'll see that. Come on, man.
All right, so that's in August.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, and then the Toxic Avenger with Peter Dinklage. They're doing a remake of the Toxic Avenger.
They're making him a small person?
Yeah, looks like it. And
He's going to be a little Toxic Avenger.
they have.
I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to pick up the Toxic Avenger. What do they do?
There's a little teaser. They rip off the guy's face in the middle of it, and then there's
Oh, that's interesting.
caught
man.
stealing. It's got to be a baseball movie, right? Am I right? Yes. Hank Thompson is a burned-out former baseball player who's unwittingly plunged into a wild fight for survival in the downtown criminal underworld. This is Austin Butler from Dune. Austin Butler,
Well, he was great in Dune.
great in Dune. Zoe
was
Kravitz.
That's a weird premise, no?
no, but hey, yeah,
Right?
yeah. So
The hell was that? That took me for a. I thought it was gonna be a baseball movie. Now he's fighting in the underworld.
August 1st, you have Naked Gun. You're gonna go see,
Oh yeah. Oh
and Nobody 2 you're gonna see.
yes.
All right, so let's see. I'm gonna go from August all the way back to May. The movies that I think Matt Serra is gonna see in the theater. We got Nobody 2, Naked Gun, Fantastic Four, Superman, maybe Jurassic World.
Maybe.
28 years later, How to Train Your Dragon live action. Maybe Karate Kid Legends, but probably not. Mission Impossible, maybe. Lilo and Stitch with the family.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Live action.
That's right. And then Thunderbolts. And that's your summer movie.
That is my
that's
summer
Matt
movies.
Serra's. That's
That's
you're
the
gonna see.
summer movie preview. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So, before we sign off here,
Yeah.
what do I got coming up? You know, I was just in Vegas. Did I talk to you since then?
No, we haven't talked about Monday Night Raw either.
Yeah. Oh, so we went to the Monday Night Raw. Thank you, Karrion Cross.
Yeah.
Kevin, thank you so much for those tickets. Great tickets.
Great seats.
What I liked about it was the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Again, it's not really my cup of tea because I think you have to. It's a male soap opera.
Yeah.
It's a soap opera for like men and kids and for everybody, I guess. But you have to be involved with the soap opera because what was the yeet? What was it?
Yeah, Yeet, Jey Uso.
What do they do when he does it?
They go like this. You were doing it.
I was doing it like I was eating
No,
something.
you were doing it. You were
Oh,
doing
I was doing it right.
Yeah,
How did
you
I
were
say
right.
it? What did I say it?
Yeet.
Yeet,
Yeah, yeah.
yeet.
You were getting into it.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So that was The Rock's cousin, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, listen. It was an experience. Got some hot pretzels with the family.
Yeah.
We had great seats. And it is a spectacle. And I like that. I like the crowd. It was a nice.
They're engaged.
They're very engaged. You're
Yeah.
not bothering nobody. It's not
Yeah.
like a rough crowd where you can't bring your family. I liked it. It's not something for me. Like I don't when that because they did put on a show, but it's a fake fight and it's fun. It's like a show, but
It's like a stunt show.
it's like a stunt show. But very cool for the people that love it. More power to you.
Yeah.
I could see why they're invested in it. You know.
It was a good lead up because they did a cage match that night, and they did
Yes, CM Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and they did, and Roman Reigns came out at the very end. So it was solid, and Karrion hooked it up.
The next time I go is when I want to see Karrion because that's my.
I know,
buddy.
I was so
like to
bummed
see.
he didn't-
I thought he was doing something, so I like
know.
to see my friend out there.
Of course,
you know?
I'm so bummed that they didn't have him out there. They
Consider
need
him a friend now.
Of course, they need to use it. They need to use him more. Anyway,
So then, so I went to Vegas, and I'm not going to say exactly what I did out there, but they brought out their guys that were that won the. It's the 20-year anniversary of the Ultimate Fighter.
Wow!
And for people that don't know, the Ultimate Fighter is what it was like. The Trojan horse that got MMA into everybody's homes, where that Forrest Griffin and the late Stephen Bonner, good guy, warrior.
When did Stephen Bonner pass?
He died of maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe early, less than that. Maybe.
What?
Yeah, he had some problems, but yeah, man. So people started watching that, and that's before social media. People were calling people saying, "Look, there's these two guys that are just going at it." Yeah, when did Stephen Bonner die?
December 22nd, 2022.
Yeah, a few years ago. That's right.
Fuck.
What's fun? I remember sitting back. I was in Abu Dhabi doing something for Looking for a Fight, and I had like a first class ticket, which is nice. And then Stephen Bonner, for some reason, he was corner guy, so he was in at the end of it. So he was sitting talking to me in the first class. And I told you this already?
No.
Oh, and we were about to take off, and they're like, gentlemen, you have to take your seats. So he's like, okay, man. He had like a funny, almost like a surfer type voice, like you. He's like, oh, okay, I'll sit down. Hey, Sarah, this is great, man. Right? So he sat up in first class with me. Yeah. He just took a seat, and that's like a 15-hour flight. Right. So we just chilled out. We bullshitted a lot. And he was there to corner Diego Sanchez. So, Stephen Bonner's a great guy. But that fight, the Ultimate Fighter, changed. It really is it's what the Fertitta brothers were investing so much money into the UFC without getting anything back for so long. And then this is what really made it break through. And it was beautiful.
I'll tell you why that's 100% true. Also, I remember, so I watched the 93 stuff. And I remember it was like a big phenomenon. And then because when McCain went after it and everybody too was human cockfighting and all that, it went away. And I remember in 2005, my buddy Adam and I, who was my roommate at the time, and they were talking about the show. And I remember because at the Comedy Store, Rogan was there all the time. And Rogan would talk I remember having a conversation with him outside because I was a big boxing guy. And he was talking about MMA and everything too. And he's like, watch, this is going to be the sport. This is going to be the sport. And then that was right around that time when Ultimate Fighter comes out, and then Adam and I started watching it, and they caught not the reality TV show aspect of it, but the way that they did that. And I remember it clear as day. And had it not been for that Bonner Griffin fight, man, holy shit.
It's amazing. I might not be here right now.
That fight was crazy.
I remember fighting before that, being like, I'm going to keep doing this. And, because who knows, one day this is going to be banned. I'll be telling my kids I fought in a cage. You know what I mean? That's where my mind was at. So, so they brought out guys that won the Ultimate Fighter and won a title. So we had to do something out there. And when it's coming up, I'll let you guys know. Yeah. But it was fun, and it was a good time. And I'm also, it's months away, but I'm going to Manchester, England, where I've been there before. Okay. This place called the Mac. It's an MMA gym out there. This guy's a nice gentleman. He's been hitting me up for a while to come out there. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah. So he's going to fly me out there. We're going to do an evening with Matt Serra somewhere. When's that? That's in September. Oh, so, we got plenty of time. I'll let you guys know. It's ages from now. But I just made that the other day with this guy. Great. And I like visiting the people over there. Manchester's got very, very cool people. Very great MMA fans and just nice people. All right, Christian.
Yes.
We got another one in the bag. We're going to see you people next week. Yeah. It's going to be so much fun. Stay humble, yet dangerous. Goodbye.